What's up, guys? Welcome back to today. I'm going to speak about cars that TikTok has genuinely ruined because there are so many, and I feel like they're good cars, but people on TikTok have genuinely first of all, Porsche 911 GT3. If you know anything about cars inside of it's a pretty good looking car. It's really fast. Just like TikTok, it's not like if you look at the conversation, doesn't actually just TikTok just ruined looks good, especially in that color. Genuinely just overglazed to the point where it's like it just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna turn up my volume real quick so you guys can hear me better. But it's just so insane to me. They take the best things, the best cars they can possibly find, and just make them terrible. Can I not tell them what happens? Look into this. So yeah, that's just so stupid to me. I really don't know. I really don't know why they glaze that car so much. It looks good, especially the wagon. I'm not a huge wagon guy, but the G80 wagon actually looks really good. But still, like, it's just too overglazed to the point where just liking it, people just automatically, as I said, just think you're a chud for liking it and that you don't know anything about cars. But what if you actually do? What if you're just saying that because there are people that have that as their favorite car, and I think personally it's a really good looking car. I really wouldn't like. I mean, I might buy it, but if I had the money, yeah, I'd buy it. But it's not even close on my top 10. Yeah, I'll make actually a video about that too, because I do have an entire list in my notes app about my top 10 cars. Because you guys, if you don't know by now, you should know that I love cars. Third one I'm gonna talk about is what was it called? What the freak is it called? Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, the Skyline. The Skyline is probably one of the most iconic cars ever, but TikTok they're just making it so much worse. Like I just can't really explain it. People are just I like the Skyline. It's not my favorite car, but it looks pretty cool to me. As I said again, not my favorite, but y'all I'll just be scrolling on TikTok, and since my whole For You page is just cars, might end up seeing something that's car related, obviously. And my bad for the voice cracks. Whenever an R34 pops up on my page, it's just like the entire comment section just glazing. And the crazy thing is, half those comments haven't watched Fast and Furious, and they'll be talking about, oh my gosh, such an iconic car and all that. But they know good and well they've never watched the series. And I'm not saying I have, which I've been trying to find somewhere to watch it on. I really don't know where to watch it. From what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. I have watched one of the movies, some of one of the movies. So yeah, I do want to watch it. And I'm not gonna sit up there and say stuff like trying to quote stuff from the movie like I know what I'm talking about, because I probably don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. If there's something that you haven't seen that everybody else has seen, there's nothing wrong with that. You do not have to copy them and try to be like them. Just be yourself. What is so wrong with being yourself nowadays? And last but not least, please excuse me for the voice cracks again. I'm gonna say the Miata because people are genuinely like taking Miatas and just turning them into the most ugly things I've ever seen. Like how like I don't even know. Like yeah, there's some that are like look pretty cool looking, but one thing I'll never understand when the tongues, yeah, the tongues are all right, but the vampire teeth kind of just piss me off because like are we serious? You're a grown man putting vampire teeth on your car. These are just my takes too. Please don't like be offended by them or anything. It's just like some of the Miatas on there, as I said, actually look really cool. And I'm not a huge fan of pink, even though my car is purplish pink right now. It looks good on certain things, like clothes and cars. But I'm not a huge fan of pink. But the pink Miatas that I have been seeing on TikTok, those are actually clean. The ones that are like they're drift tuned, and that the body kits and stuff. Not anything like super crazy or nothing with the what are they called? Vampire teeth or whatever. Those are actually tough. I will give those guys their props because they know how to build a cool looking car. Especially out of Miata. Everybody knows Miatas are glorious. But they are, like all the other cars that I've been talking about, overglazed to the point where like you can't even talk about them in a conversation anymore. This is from my personal experience, by the way. If you guys like haven't had this or haven't like talked to somebody about cars and they've been like saying the type of stuff to you, like, oh, you don't know ball, oh this, oh that, then yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I have, and it's like people will just like, if you say anything about like one of those, like you say if they ask you your car and you say yes, and then they say, okay, what's your favorite car? And then you say something like, oh, it's the BMW M3 Comp. They're gonna be like, you're not a real car guy, bro. Everybody knows that car, yada, yada, yada. Like, they'll be wanting you to say, like a car that not a lot of people know. But, yeah, there are some cars that not a lot of people know about that are actually fire. Like the Apollo Gumpert and the, what is it called? The TVR cigars. I don't know if a lot of people know about that. And I don't even know if I said that right. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of another one that not a lot of people know about. Oh, like in the Lotus Emerald. I don't think a lot of people know about that one. It's probably my favorite car of all time right now. Favorite supercar, at least, of all time right now. And yeah, like people like expect you to say something out of the blue from some random brand nobody's ever heard of in their entire life. But sometimes some of the cars that everybody like, a lot of people like them for a reason. Like, there's nothing wrong with liking a car, especially even if a lot of other people like it. There's nothing wrong with that. I think everybody should just like what they like. And yeah, that should just be that. I don't know why people are getting like so angry and pissed off because somebody else likes a different car that everybody else likes. Like, what's so wrong about that, bro? Nothing. There's no reason for that. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Sorry again for the voice cracks. I cannot speak today. I don't know why. And yeah, that's all. See you guys.